The octopus is among the most popular animals to have in an aquarium. They are intelligent, beautiful, and their alien-like appearance makes them even more fascinating. But if you were one of the many people who admire these animals from afar but would want to be one yourself, then today's video will make you very happy. Welcome back, I'm here. And today we'll be answering the question, why does it suck to be born as an octopus? First off, it sucks to be born as an octopus because they have no natural enemies. The octopus belongs to the order Octopoda, which contains around 300 species that can be found all over the world. These animals are usually found at depths of up to 7,000 feet, where sunlight cannot reach, and they've adapted to living without any light at all. This means that they don't need to worry about being spotted by predators. Instead, their main predator is us, humans. Many octopus species are served as delicacies in some countries, and there's always a high demand for them. This means that octopuses don't have to worry about dying of starvation or being eaten by other animals, only humans. Another reason why it sucks to be born an octopus is because they get old really fast. Most cephalopods like the octopus, squid, and cuttlefish tend to die fairly quickly. The average lifespan of an octopus is just 2 to 3 years, although some species may live longer. For example, the giant Pacific octopus has a lifespan of 3 to 5 years, while the blue-ringed octopus only lives for 6 to 9 months. The reason why octopuses age so quickly is unknown, but scientists believe it has something to do with their fast metabolism. They have a very active lifestyle and require a lot of energy to stay alive. This means that their bodies break down quickly and they're not able to live for as long as other animals. If you're an octopus, you should consider yourself lucky if you live past your 2nd birthday. If you're born an octopus, you'll also have to deal with constantly being hunted by researchers. Because of their short lifespan and intelligence, octopuses are very interesting to researchers who are trying to learn more about them. In order to study these creatures, scientists often capture them and bring them back to the lab. Once there, they're kept in tanks and monitored closely to see how they behave. This means that if you're an octopus, you should expect to be captured at some point in your life. It's not fun to be poked and prodded by scientists, just so they can learn more about your species. And it's even worse when you're kept in captivity and forced to live in a tank. Some octopuses are able to escape their tanks, but most end up being recaptured or simply die from stress. Being hunted by scientists is definitely one of the worst things about being an octopus. Being born as an octopus also sucks because they have no air holes. Octopuses breathe through their skin, which is covered with millions of tiny suckers. Each sucker has a taste receptor that allows the octopus to sense chemicals in the water. When the octopus encounters a potential meal, its suckers will send signals to its brain, which will then trigger the release of enzymes that help break down the food. This means that octopuses don't need to eat in the traditional sense. They simply swallow their food whole. However, this can be a bad thing for octopuses, because it means that they can't breathe while eating. If an octopus tries to eat too quickly, it could suffocate and die. This is why octopuses are known to be very picky eaters. They take their time when eating and make sure not to choke. If you're an octopus, you should never eat faster than your ability to breathe. Being an octopus also sucks because they are always stressed. Octopuses are very intelligent animals, and they know that they're being hunted by humans and other animals. This means that they're constantly on edge and always looking for ways to escape or hide. This constant stress takes a toll on their bodies, and they often suffer from anxiety and other mental health problems. If you're an octopus, you should try to relax and enjoy life. But it's hard to do when you're constantly being chased or captured. Another reason why being an octopus sucks is that they are solitary creatures. Octopuses are generally solitary animals, but some species do live in groups. However, even the most social octopuses need time alone from time to time. Unfortunately, when you're an octopus in captivity, you don't get much privacy. People are always around and watching what you do. This can be very stressful and tiring, which is why octopuses in captivity often die young. If you're an octopus, you should try to find a quiet place where you can be alone. It may be difficult, but it's important for your mental health. Being an octopus also sucks because they are slow. Octopuses are not the fastest creatures in the ocean, but they do have a few tricks up their sleeves to help them get away from predators. For example, they can squeeze through small openings and camouflage themselves very well. This means that octopuses are not always easy prey, but they are still not very fast. If you're an octopus, you should never try to outrun a shark or any other large predatory fish. You'll never win. Instead, you should rely on your intelligence and other abilities to help you survive. Being born as an octopus also sucks because they have no eyes. Now, this might not seem like a big deal, but it actually is. Eyes are important for many reasons. They allow animals to see predators, find food, and navigate their surroundings. Without eyes, octopuses would be very vulnerable. They wouldn't be able to avoid being eaten, and they would have a hard time finding food. This is why most animals have eyes. Even animals that live in the dark depths of the ocean have eyes. Of course, there are some exceptions. For example, the blind and flightless birds that live in New Zealand don't have eyes, but most animals do. And octopuses are no exception. They have two eyes that are located on the top of their heads. The eyes are very simple and don't work in the same way that ours do. They can't focus on objects or see colors, but they can detect changes in light and dark and can see shapes. This is enough for them to get by, but it's not ideal. If you're an octopus, you should count yourself lucky that you can see it all. Another reason why being an octopus sucks is because they have no bones. This might sound like a good thing, since it means that octopuses are very flexible and can squeeze through small spaces. But it also has its downsides. Without bones, octopuses are very weak and can't defend themselves against predators. They're also very fragile and can be easily injured. If you're an octopus, you should be very careful when moving around. You don't want to accidentally break yourself. In conclusion, being an octopus is not all it's cracked up to be. Sure, they're intelligent and have a unique appearance, but there are many downsides to being an octopus. From their short lifespan to their lack of bones, octopuses have a lot of problems to deal with. So next time you see an octopus in an aquarium, just remember that it's not just a weird-looking animal. It's a living creature that has to deal with all the same problems we do, just in an octopus way. But now, I want to hear from you. What do you think sucks the most about being an octopus? Let me know in the comments below. And, as always, thanks for watching. If you liked this video, make sure to show your support. See you next time.